good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and whenever you have the opportunity to join me. I'm Dr. Jan. I am glad you are joining me at Russell Institute of Learning Sidebar Education and letting you know we're going through a parents program of prayer for our children. Several reasons. One, children need parents' prayers. Those are the ones that when they don't know how to pray, we pray for them, a covering, a blessing. Two, sometimes we get sort of stuck in a routine of our prayers and we don't know how to pray something different. So there was a family and a church congregation that wound up doing this, and so they've printed it, and that's what we're sharing. Three, mainly because we need to realize that every human being, our children who are still developing, are mind, body, and spirit. And we do pretty good at getting them involved with exercise and sports and all of the physical. We get them pretty well involved with their academics, but we let the spirit side become weak. Now, come on. We've got to think about, do we really allow our children to suffer just because we may not know what to do or how to do it? Or maybe we didn't even realize there was something we were supposed to do. There is now no condemnation to those who love him and are called according to his purpose. So don't get all like beat yourself up. But now you know. You're here. Now you know. So we are starting on number 13. And if you've missed 1 through 12, you can find me on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube and even LinkedIn. You can find me under my name, Janware Russell, or this is Russell Institute of Learning, and it hopefully should pop up in any of those as some streams. So as we're praying for our children, and we would take each one of these subjects one night through the month, and that way we can give a real specific focus. So we're at number 13, praying for our children's responsibility. Grant that my children may learn responsibility, for each one should carry his own load. Just think how the world would be different if everybody would take responsibility instead. I'll have to find that poem. Everybody that said somebody would take care of it, but nobody did. There's a long poem, and it's like, there you go. Nobody did. Everybody, somebody, they will. We need to take responsibility. Number 14, kindness. Pray for our children. Lord, may my children always try to be kind to each other and to everyone else. Ooh, that would reduce our bullying. 15, pray for our children about generosity. Grant that my children may be generous and willing to share, and so lay up treasure for themselves as a firm foundation for the coming age. And as parents, we need to be able to teach them there is a balance, because I'm really not a proponent of you got to share your snack and your lunch when you go to school. If the person has none, don't just share because I don't like mine, and if you don't share, I'm going to do this. Oh my goodness, that's bullying. I'm really opposed to bullying. Yes, share. But if they're bullying you, no, don't share. Sorry. That was me. 16, peace loving. Pray for our children. Father, let my children make every effort to do what leads to peace. And then we have to go back. Only you as a family can make that decision, because again, I go back to that sharing. You know, the Bible said, well, if they ask you for your cloak, give them, you take off and you give them your shirt. Okay, now we have to come, well, let me pray and ask God to give me wisdom. Because sometimes there's a situation may call for something that isn't normally in our normal teaching. So I'm not saying we can't share. Don't go there. Just share, but don't give it all away if you don't feel led by God. Everybody needs to live their life based upon what God is telling them. So parents, talk to your children. Help them know what your values are. Help them know that they need a spiritual foundation as well as their academic and a physical, because we want to have our best for the children of the future, and it is mind, body, and spirit, and we are the keepers and the nurturers of the future. Welcome again to Russell Institute of Learning Sidebar Education. Please like, follow, comment, and share. and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Bye.